If the starting pay is low, he slowly develops the competencies, give him a medium rise. But if it is starting pay is low and you is exceeding competencies, then you should give a higher rise. At the same time, if the higher starting pay is there, then if the higher starting pay also not then comes how to compensate these. Once you decide, okay, we'll hire, how would you compensate? There are some best practices for that also. So you should have a mix and variable components at all the levels. It should not be only fixed or only variable. 70-80% should be fixed, 20% should be variable. Because variable motivates the people to do something extra. Everybody loves the additional income. And the variable amount should be in the nature of the duty. How much he is contributing and the way he is contributing, you should be decided on that. So how do you decide that? So for example, operation support people like nurses, ward boy, admin, technical and support staff, they can be given an incentive on the basis of their work output. It can be about 20% variable and 80% should be fixed. And then it should be dependent on the whether they follow SOPs, whether they are abiding the checklist and the systematic work in your organization, then they should be given the variable amount. If you are adding to the business in your business and if they are getting patients also, then they should be given a variable amount of 20%. And then if there is a cadre of consultants or marketing team or business development team, somebody who is adding money to your pocket, he should be given incentive so that he'll work much harder. This will motivate the people and encourage people to work hard. Then you can give up to 40% variable for a regular employee and consultants who are actually doing the business development or marketing work. They are not directly doing it, but they are indirectly adding to the revenue of the organization. They should be always, rewarded. That is about the variable. Then coming on to any non-monetary compensation. So there are not only money, there are other things also which attracts the staff or, that makes the staff to work harder. That you can give a badge or a wallet or a shield, but if that is not going to add value to his life, what should be done? So we suggest that you should give something that goes to the home. That is, you can give something for the kitchen where household item, like something which works daily and makes them realize who has given it to you. It can be a grinder, it can be a cooker, crockery set, movie ticket, something innovative, something different. It can actually add value to their life. Basically, their family should be getting the accomplishment and feeling that wherever your mom or dad are working, they are actually doing a good job and the boss is really good. Similarly, you can have FD for their kids' education or FD for the girl's child marriage. So give that in the FD form, the additional income, and that is a very unique way of helping them, because after that, once you are entered into their feelings of their family, it will be very difficult that he will leave a job. Now coming on to the mid or upper level staff, you can give there, again remember the Maslow's theory. So whatever will work for the lower staff will not work for the upper staff. They need to have something like a family vacation, some adding value to the kids' education, right? An opportunity to serve the underprivileged, maybe a retreat to some spiritual or meditative place, discount on some high rank clubs or membership, or you can give some incentives also. So basically, the requirement should be met and you should be thinking in the way that what the other person is needing or requirement. That is on the basis of the Maslow's pyramid, you can always figure it out. Now, when to give the rise? So, here, if the starting pay is low, he slowly develops the competencies, give him a medium rise. But if it is starting pay is low and you is exceeding competencies, then you should give a higher rise. At the same time, if the higher starting pay is there, then if the higher starting pay also not it is developing the competency only, then there should be a low rise. And if he is exceeding the competency, give medium rise. So basically, if there is a low starting pay and he outperforms the expected work, then he should give a good rise. But a higher starting pay should have to perform from day one, and he should not be deficit in competency as well as work output. So he has to be given according to his performance, both of them. For the lower starting pay, if he outperforms, and give a good raise to him. That will motivate him and will, additionally work better for the organization per se. Coming on to the training. See, training is very important component. Sometimes we take it very lightly, but training is actually changes the whole perspective of the organization. See, but there are some challenges which happens in training also. Usually senior staff is not compliant. You'll find the doctor is not joining the training, or senior nurses will not join the training. What is the solution to that? See, training hours should be minimized, but more quantity should be added. You should have some usage of technology so that you can gamify the whole concept and give them some incentives and perks for doing the training. Then there should be increased visibility. See, you have to openly recognize and remunerate the people who are actually doing the training in the right way, and that should be visible to other people also, so that the accountability is there. And the lower level staff should be given responsibility to handle the checklists and SOPs, because they will actually do it without using their brain. They'll do the job. Sometimes it is required that somebody who is not very intellectual, he takes a call that what is to be done. Like for the small things like 7 steps of hand washing, or things like not opening the door in the OT. So the junior level staff or the junior sister will do the job better than a matron. Staff will not see the value in the training. They think that it is not useful. What to do? You have to integrate the training into real tangible outcomes. For example, if it is a CPR training or a basic life support or advanced life support, then after doing that training, they should be able to put it in practice. Like it should be posted in the ICU, should be posted in the critical area. Because if you train them and sit in the OPD, then the whole training is not worth it. You should plan it in a way that it comes out in real tangible outcomes. This process is very boring. So make it a fun and exercise learning, and try to add the small gifts or recognition whenever they are undergoing the various training modules. What they leave, this is a very important thing. We train so many people, but they leave after training. So what to do about that? It is a chicken and egg problem. See, if you will train, then they'll leave. And if you don't train, then also they're going to leave only. So if they're going to leave in any way, let them train and go, so that they become your ambassadors and they are talking good about you. At the same time, if you give them good training, most of the people will have affiliation or attraction towards the organization they are working, and they'll always do good about the organization. So there is no straight answer, but there is a 80-20 rule. So 20% staff don't leave, whether you do whatever you do. But then for that 20% staff, you should not keep the 80% staff deprived. In the long run, the training program which is there, it will be more useful than not having anything. People will understand that you are investing in them.